Would you look who it is? Johnny Key, welcome back to the vlog. How are you doing?
I'm great.
We just got to the hotel. I'm here with
Johnny Key. I feel great. A little scared about what's gonna happen at night, but I feel good. He needs me. Let's go, Luke! Come on! Luke Talbot. What a race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. It's your favorite blonde duo, Luke Talbot, Johnny Key, back at it again with episode 24, if I'm not mistaken. Johnny, how you doing today?
Doing great, bro. A little tired.
Yeah.
But
The lake's got you burnt out a little bit?
dude, it's like killing me. I think I took a nap yesterday at 3 till I don't even know, 5:30, and then I still slept like 9 hours last night. So it's got me really tired.
That's brutal.
But,
I saw your run, I want to say last night, was it? Did you run last night or yesterday morning?
last night.
Yeah, okay. And it looked like a brutal little run. Like you were going in the same place like 5 times. I was just like, what is this? That's tough.
Yeah, a lot of laps around the dock. Um, I think I'm definitely gonna switch it up a little bit though, because there's I can either do loops around the dock or loops around the campground. So I think I'll definitely do loops around the campground tonight, but
I got you.
it was painful nonetheless. I'm not gonna lie to you. My mindset going into it was I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go a little slower than I normally do, see if that helps.
Hmm.
By mile 5, I'm going 7:30 pace, and I'm just rocked. My
Yeah.
heart rate is still in the 160s. So I was just like, oh. But I haven't ran in 4 days, so it is what it is.
How's aqua jogging going?
I did it the past 2 days. I did it Saturday night, and I also did it on Sunday. I it's fine. I just don't think your heart gets going as much as as it should.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta be I don't know, the effort that you gotta put in to even hit 100 beats per minute is kind of ridiculous. So, obviously none of it's the same as running. Um,
But
but
it's
it's
something.
fine. I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, it's fine. I also got my X-ray back yesterday, and we're clear. No bone injury, so we're chilling.
We love that. We love that.
Just gotta get my hip right, hopefully soon.
Hmm. Well, that's glad to hear. Great to hear. I'm happy that you're okay. I'm happy that things are seemingly going well. Nathan Key's not down at the campground. When's he coming down?
He is coming down Wednesday night, I believe. He
Okay.
he had to be at work. His whole company has the week off next week, so he
Mm,
kind of had to be there for this week, um, or for at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So
yeah.
he's gonna come down on Wednesday with my sister, and then
There you
I'll
go.
have a little running buddy. So
There you go. Love to hear that. Shall we jump into recapping the U.S. Olympic trials?
we shall. What race do you want to firstly hit?
Let me start the screen recording. Boom. Alrighty. Now we're over on to, well, we'll jump into Friday. Let's see. Friday, I guess we could start with the 10K because we really don't need to go through the first round of the 5K or the 1500, the 3K steeple. We could probably just go through the finals of all that. So we might
Yeah,
as well just jump in the finals of the 10K, which unsurprisingly, Grant Fisher, Woody Kincaid, Nico Young. I think the biggest surprise, if anything, at this race was Drew Hunter taking fourth, given that
yeah,
he is much more of a mid-distance guy, 1500-meter runner, rotating into obviously doing some higher distances in the 10K. And I mean, he crushed it. That is very, very impressive that he was able to run as well as he did. I mean, he was less than a second off of Nico Young, which is, I mean, you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt, given that Drew Hunter also has many years of being a professional runner under his belt, and Nico Young's
yeah.
a collegiate athlete. But at the same time,
Not anymore.
yeah, not anymore. What was that yesterday? Nico Young signed with Adidas, which
It was
is
I think it was literally right after that. Or it could have been the day after, but they definitely planned it to wait to see what he did in the Olympic trials to announce it. So
I'm sure he probably didn't want to be stressed out over any like signings or anything right beforehand and said, "Oh, let's just wait till after." Because I
Yeah,
imagine that
yeah,
like he probably could have signed with Adidas the moment NCAA's ended, but he was probably just more focused on making the Olympic team than anything else. So,
yeah. I think yeah. I mean, he could have. In all reality, he could have really signed earlier. I mean, he
yeah,
definitely did sign earlier than that. But I just don't think they wanted to announce it until after the trials. So
very probable. But yeah, no, very impressive, obviously, out of Nico. I mean, I think many of us saw this coming after an absolutely dominant 10K that he ran for that was the collegiate record, I believe, NCAA record in the 10K. What was that, a month or so? Oh no, new audio detected. Don't switch. I don't know why that just popped up on the screen. Sorry. Um, yeah, I mean, Nico's obviously been him for a long time now, and I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. But I'm also glad to see that Woody Kincaid and Grant Fisher are also, right up there doing their thing. And I don't think it was obviously they obviously didn't set PBs or even season best marks, but they also did run, you know, pretty freaking fast for a 10K. So like, there's no like they went hard the last mile. Like I was
yeah,
kind of shocked that they were as controlled as they were, and then all of a sudden you see like even just looking at some of these. Can I? Oh, this is the end. Okay, 10K. So I mean, if you look at the splits, I mean 104, 104, 104, 105, 107's a few in here, 110, 108, 108. And then as you kind of just get further and further down, 109, 106, 103, 103, 57. I'm like, wait, what? They dropped at 50. I mean, Woody dropped at 55 last lap, which is honestly mental. I mean,
yeah. After an entire 10K, yeah, it
yeah,
is. It is
they
crazy.
started absolutely cooking the last lap. So
Yeah.
very impressive to say the least. We also have Connor Manson here. We kind of read about it a little bit. Watch the interview.
Huh.
If you're interested, I'd watch the interview because it was interesting the reasoning why he decided to run the 10K. Obviously,
Okay.
he's qualified for the marathon. He's definitely not doubling the marathon and the 10K. I mean, he could if he really wanted to. That would have been insane, but
That'd
um
be yeah. That would be insane.
trying to see if there's really nobody else that I know ran this, to be honest, besides the big
Paul.
who? Oh,
Paul.
Paul Chalimo,
Yeah.
whatever. I
R.I.P.
I kind of feel bad because I sent you that one video of him like
An
of the big
underdog is still a dog.
yeah of the big four, like I'm like the underdog, but they just don't count me out. And I mean, my poor guy kind of got torched a little bit.
You got
It's not
counted out.
great, but I think this is probably he's right at the end of his career, to be honest. I mean, he's been a staple in the scene for a long time. You gotta respect what he's done, but yeah, I mean the new kids are here and they're kind of going at it. So
Yeah.
that's the men's 10K that happened on Friday, June 21st. Jumping into, let's see, Saturday, June 22nd, do we have any finals? Obviously distance finals. There's a lot of other finals, but we're not going to go through all of those just because we are not sprinters or heptathlon or jumps. Okay, so it looks like the next one's going to be Sunday. Sunday we have the men's 3K steeple final, right? This
Dude, I
thing.
did watch that. Dude, I well, firstly, I didn't even know. I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to watch it, but luckily the house down here has cable or whatever, so we got to watch the steeple. And
Nice.
I thought it was stupid, bro. Every single time they got to the water jump, which is usually the best part of steeple, it cut to like or it would like small screen it, and then on like the other side of the screen, it would have either a commercial or like Snoop Dogg. And it's like, can we
What?
just watch the water jump, please? Can we just watch the water
Yeah,
jump?
that's
But
crazy. I
but
wonder if
no.
you're watching it on NBC, I'm assuming then.
Yeah, it was on NBC.
I think on Peacock it didn't do that. I think on Peacock it was the same thing for the whole time because I rewatched it the next day and I don't remember that. So I mean maybe I kind of skipped through most of it to be fair, but um unsurprisingly Kenneth Rooks took the win here. I think Kenneth Rooks is I mean he's the new Evan Jaeger in a sense that he's been destroying obviously the steeple for the U.S. at least for a while now. Even in college, obviously he was kind of him. But Matthew Wilkinson, obviously Under Armour Dark Sky Distance. I've heard his name a few times. I wasn't too surprised with that. James Corrigan, BYU, pretty
Mhm.
impressive to come in 826, take the third place spot. Here's the thing though. With him being third, he doesn't have the standard or the points in
Yeah.
rankings to go to the Olympics at the moment.
Well,
And I believe,
none of them have the standard. Standard's like they dropped it from 820 to 815 this year. But I don't think the standard
is this is that Kenneth
is
Rook's
that.
first race this year? Because he might have ran the standard last year. I think he should still
I could have
qualify
sworn
now.
they said that none of them have the standard, but I don't think it matters.
Well, the standard might not matter if they have the world ranking
Yeah.
points,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Yeah.
I know James doesn't because they were talking about Evan Jager being fourth, and I think he does have the world ranking points. So if Corgan doesn't go or doesn't like qualify, Evan would go, which to be honest,
Mhm.
I kind of hope happens because I want to see Evan Jager run, what's probably going to be his last uh last Olympics. I mean, he's
Yeah, for
pretty
sure.
much at the end there. Unsurprisingly, he's an older fella. He's been around for a long time. I did love the fact that they talked about it a lot during the first round of Steeple that, Evan Jager was basically the pioneer of the U.S. steeple. Like there wasn't a lot of going on with the steeple, and Evan Jager really took over and, brought this whole new wave. And it's great to see, obviously, what people are able to do. We also have Duncan Hamilton, Bowerman Track Club, taking sixth, which I was kind of surprised with. Much better placement than I was expecting, and teammates with Evan Jager, obviously. But yeah, it's interesting. I'll be very interested to see what ends up happening with that and who ends up going. Um,
Yeah. I think another interesting thing about the entire top three all went to BYU, which is kind of crazy.
that is insane.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
is BYU Steeple University?
probably. I mean, what else is really realistically doing like the steeple though? Like nobody really when it comes to the steeple, it's the like the it's the ugly duckling of the distance events. Like nobody likes the
Yeah,
steeple.
definitely.
So it's like
Nobody has it.
I mean, I mess with the steeple obviously, and I mean I'm a big Evan Jager fan, so like I like the steeple for that aspect. And but I mean you're not going to deny the fact that of all the distance events, the steeple's the ugly duckling. Nobody really cares that much about it. So no, you can't like look at a school and be like NAU is distance dominated, but like you're not looking at NAU as a distance or as a steeple school. So yeah, I
Yeah.
guess BYU might just be the steeple school at the moment at least. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else you could mark as it, but the other finals we have the 1500 men's we can go take a peek at,
Oof.
and this, oh my goodness,
Is it not disappoint?
this was a good one. I woke up this morning. This is Tuesday morning, by the way. I woke up this morning. The first thing I did was check. I checked the women's 5K and then the men's 1500. And man, was I like, I watched both of them on YouTube too. And
Mhm.
I texted you, I called both of these things. I texted you the day before, and I said, looking at Cooper Tier's 1500s, I just didn't feel like he was as sharp as he needed to be to qualify. And I don't even think that was the
Yeah.
problem in this, to be honest with you. Watching it back, he just didn't get out. He got screwed. He got pushed into the back. He got stuck in there and couldn't get around. And this is a disgustingly fast 1500-meter final.
Yeah,
This
it really
was
was.
a race that I love. Like this is the type of race that 3:30 is insane for, the US Olympic trials. That's a record for the US Olympic trials. Like
Yeah.
that is steaming. So obviously Cole Hawker taking the win over Yared Naguse, which I think a lot of people were probably pretty surprised with. Obviously Yared's been the best 1500-meter runner for, a few years now with Cole right there as well. But Yared obviously he's got the world record for the mile or the U.S. Record for the mile, and
Yeah.
Maybe for the 3K as well. Does he have the 3K record? I don't know.
I'm not sure actually on that.
Because didn't he run that with Kerr at the Milrose? Dude, I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Regardless, I mean,
Right.
he's obviously disgustingly good, and Cole
Yeah.
was out for a little bit of time, so we didn't know how he was doing. And then in third, you have Hans Kessler, which I think not many people are too surprised with. Obviously, me and you both thought that he would probably be the third place guy, and
Hmm.
yeah, I think we both were kind of down for like a college kid or even, that boy Craig Angles to sneak into that third place
Yeah,
spot. But
dude. I really
I'm
wanted it. He was
I
looking
wanted
hype
it.
too. I don't know if it showed like or on the YouTube video if it showed him like before the race, but you know how they go like through everyone.
Mhm.
You know, he was like all happy and stuff. And then like watching his interview after, it's just like it's really sad. Like we were
I
really pulling for Craig, but like we kinda
We
knew.
were. I did see like a little recap of it, and like the quote was like, "I'm not sad right now. I just am not happy either. I don't really know what to feel. Like I haven't had the chance to really let everything sink in." And I was just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel I feel
it
for you,
hurts.
Craig. I really feel for you."
It hurts.
So, but yeah, we have Elliot Cook, Oregon, number 8, Joe Waskin, which he just went to Adidas, obviously the
Mhm.
NCAA reigning champ in the 1500, just joined Adidas as well. In 7, Henry Wayne Brooks, 6, Nathan Green, 5, Washington, UW.
Yeah.
Same with
He
Joe
had a good
Waskin,
race.
obviously.
He had a good race.
Okay, where is that boy Ethan Strand though?
That
Lacking
boy
in
Ethan Strand,
12.
I'm not gonna lie, he did fall off a little bit. Um,
Any
he did
comment?
fall off a little bit. Any
That's your
comment
boy
on
right
Ethan
there.
Strand? I mean,
That's
he
your
made
boy.
finals. He made
That is true.
finals, so
That is true. You gotta tip the fact that he made
you do
finals.
gotta tip that. I've been high on Ethan Strand all season, and so, you know, I think him making finals is definitely a good sign. He did not pop off as much as like Nathan Green, obviously, but Nathan Green had a really good race. He beat Joe, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat Joe, which
Yeah,
is
so
it's kind of crazy to think that I mean, teammates obviously, but
I mean,
yeah,
UW is, you know, we talked about Steeple U. UW is like mid distance U.
yeah,
Um,
seriously.
I think
And what
since we're
the
noting NCAA runners, Colin, what the heck?
oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know, man. I don't. I think he just got in a really bad heat for what he should like. I don't think he got the best he could have pulled, and I don't think he raced it that well. But I mean, at the same time, he's a sophomore in college. Like, you don't expect him to
Yeah,
know how to race against pro runners. So it's like, it's a
nah, he
little bit
definitely has
different.
time. Like
Yeah,
just like
he's
all
chilling.
these other college guys, like
Yeah, no, no, without a doubt. Um, yeah, no, I think it's crazy. The Olympic standard must be what, sub 333? Because sixth through first got the Olympic standard. And I mean, you got to feel for them that they ran the Olympic standard, but it doesn't matter because they're not top 3 in the
yeah,
States.
yeah. Um,
That's tough. And I mean,
yeah.
that's a quick race.
I mean, the 1500. I mean, it was just. I mean, to be honest, like it's just stacked. It's just so
Oh, without
stacked.
a doubt.
And you
I
gotta
mean,
think like, you know, Arkford, you know, is like Hawker, Nagoose. It's like so in all reality, you know, like I don't think Nagoose is just super consistent. Like he
oh,
just doesn't.
unbelievably.
You know, even though he was the favorite and he did get second, like I mean, Cole went after it with like 250 to go. You know, like
Which was insane.
I was, I always thought Hawker had a better kick than the Goose, but like to
Yeah.
go with 250 out and not leave it to the final you know, the final turn, I was just like, dang, like I don't know if he can hold it, but you know, he did, and I think everyone kind of knew that it would be Nagoose Hawker. So I mean, in all reality, like,
You're fighting for third.
yeah, you are fighting for third. But you
And
know,
on
at
top
least
of
you
that,
do have a youngin in Kessler. I mean, he is 21, you know, so at least you
well,
do have a youngin. He's just not a college youngin.
yeah, Hawker would be still in college though right now. He's only 22.
Is he actually?
He's younger than me. He went pro after his freshman year of college. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's not just It's Hawker and Hobbs. I'm pretty sure he's still 22. Let's find out. I'm not gonna search it up on this screen because I don't know.
You Google
Hold
search.
on. How old is uh Cole Hawker? He's 23. He just turned 23 June 6th. So he's a fresh 23. So this would be his senior year of college, right?
I mean, yeah, if you redshirted,
Yeah, it would
I
be a
mean, it
senior
all
year.
depends, you know. But
He's basically the same as Joe Wascom and you know
yeah,
Nico Young, pretty much.
yeah.
Is Nico Young 23?
I don't think he's 23. I think he's like 21 or 22.
Nico was he's 20 he's 21. He turns 22 July 27th. So they're a year
Oh,
apart. So he's a year older than Nico Young. But regardless, I mean, it's insane that Cole Hawker's that young. He just turned 23, literally less than a month. So,
yeah. Um,
um, yeah, it's
well,
insane. I mean, and you look at Yared Naguse and you're like, yeah, he's the favorite. Yeah, he came in second. But he came in second running 3:30. That's insane. And not even 3:30 to like Cole Hawker, who's run 3:30 before. Cole Hawker, that's his personal best. He ran his personal best in the trials. And I mean, Yard still ran a season's best. So it's like, and I mean, Hobbs ran a personal best of 3:31. Like this
yeah,
was just an insane race. Very just start to finish impressive, without a
yeah.
doubt. So
I'm glad it wasn't like a sit and then last lap go all out. I'm glad it was kept honest and like a lot of people did get personal best in that race.
yeah, literally everybody but Cooper and Ethan Strand either set a season's best or a personal best. Also, I know you know this, but it's storming right now at my house, and I just heard a big old thunderclap, and Callie's sitting next to me, so she looked
Oh,
up and she got like a little nervous. So I might go pick her up and put her in my lap so she's not as scared, because it's
that's fine.
so dark outside
It
right now.
is
But
it is quite the opposite for me. It's probably gonna be pretty toasty today. I'm probably gonna get
it's
toasted and probably die on tonight's run, but we'll see.
it's getting up to 92 tonight, so it's hot here too. But that's why it's storming because it's 80 something and it's not cooling down. It's only getting hotter.
Yeah.
Moving over to the 5K though. Oh, I called this one too. We talked
Yeah.
about it last weekend and I said it would be I would say the only way Parker's getting in is, if she somehow squeezed into third because I didn't see her beating some of these pros. I just didn't think she had the, you know, best time, but you gotta feel for her in the fact that she led the entire race with 800 until 800 to go. Like these pros knew exactly what they were doing. They know exactly
Yeah.
what she likes to do. They sat on her. They went with 800 to go, and she still. I mean, 6 seconds is a lot in a 5K, but I mean, 14:51, a personal best. You gotta feel for Parker Balby in this situation where like I kind of think we all almost sort of knew that she probably
Yeah.
wasn't going to get into the 5K. I will say we'll talk about this a little bit later. The 10K is an option for her. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but dude, I knew this was gonna happen, man. Like I just saw it a mile away. But I don't think there's any way around. Like I don't know that she's in shape to run, 1440. So it's like it's almost like she almost had to sit on Carissa Schweitzer and pray that she could outkick her. Because I don't think she's running 1440 at the moment. I think St. Pierre and Cranny both were probably gonna go 1-2 regardless, but
Yeah.
you
Um,
still got to feel for her because she led the entire race.
I mean, she definitely played like a fiddle.
Yeah, I
I
feel
mean, she does
my
it all
heart.
the time. The only difference is that instead of people being, for like 20 seconds back, they're like right on you and they're
Yeah,
just drafting you and just using you. So it definitely sucks. I mean, I think her race tactics are probably gonna have to change a little bit. Um, there's just
maybe,
some things.
maybe she
Dude,
just needs to get faster. I mean, to be fair though, you got to imagine she's only being able to run so fast given the teammates she has at Florida and the competition she has in the
Yeah.
NCAA. Once she turns pro, if she starts getting some teammates she can really train with, and she starts racing in these pro races, I don't think her tactics need to change necessarily. I mean, you see Yard leading races. Well, I mean, Yard led the trials. He's not leading one. He's running Jakob. But like you see Jakob leading races. You can do it if you have the speed to do it. She's just currently lacking, that little bit extra when it comes to the 5K. With that being said, though, the 10K is still an option.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, she's definitely entered in it.
What pisses me off so much, we can go through this. I think it's either Friday or Saturday. Saturday, women's 10K. Show me who's entered, please. I'm begging you guys. The
Do they not have it?
same thing with the men's 5K. Is that the first day? No, I think it's Friday. Where's men's 5K? No, there's no way it's Saturday. Did I miss it? There it is. First round. It's the last event. Show me who's entered, please. That's all I want to know. They must not have the heats, but even if you don't have the heats, like you'd think there's a start list, right? Like, why don't they just have like
You
who's
would
all
think.
racing?
You would think.
Um,
This is kind of like a. I don't know. It's kind of like college, to where like they literally wait till like the last second to give you all the heat treats and stuff.
no, literally. Though outside of jumping back to the 5K, we'll wrap this up and then go to the 800 and then talk about the future races. Going back to the 5K though, really quick. Like we said, not really too much of a surprise that, Carissa, Elise, St. Pierre, all are pretty much your top three. I think they've been looking the best this season. At least Elise and Ellie, like they've been looking the best so far. I haven't seen much of Carissa, but that's just a Bowerman classic right there to not race a lot or show a lot. But
Hmm.
she's always been good, so I don't think that's much of a surprise that she's in the top three. Outside of that, I think the biggest interesting rate or competitor, if you will, got to be down at the bottom in 12th. Caitlin Toohey coming back from injury. Did you even know she ran?
I did know she ran, but obviously she's not really. She was not
She's
really in
not in
shape.
shape.
You
Yeah,
know?
she's not in shape. 15:33 out of her is not what you want to see. Where see her season's best, she ran 16:09 June 21st. What was that? That was a few days ago, so that was probably her first. That was probably the
Well,
semis.
yeah.
And then yeah, I mean, I wanted to see. Okay, so her best 5K it looks like is 15:18, which dang man, if that's is that really if her best oh, here we go. Year by progression. Where is the 5K?
I think she
5K,
runs
here we
a
go.
15:18 at the NCAA championships.
Yeah, okay, so yes. 15:03 is looking like her best
Okay.
5K, yeah. So, I mean, even her PR wouldn't have been nearly enough to get her to, that's, I mean, over 10 seconds, what Parker ran. That would only be able to get fourth, and that's over 10 seconds. She would be
Yeah.
nowhere near qualifying for the
Her
Olympic trials. So
fitness is nowhere near that either. So, um,
she's got to start, training again, which again, you can't really judge it too much. Like Caitlin Tuohy's obviously a generational talent, and I'm sure she'll get back to where she was.
mhm.
She's obviously coming back from injury. I mean, I wouldn't put too much on it. I do think she'll be good, but I also think that Parker Valby might always have an edge on her now. Like I think that Caitlin Toohey had her when Parker was a freshman, sophomore in college, and I don't think that Caitlin Toohey is ever going to see Parker again. Like I think Parker is just going to be when it comes to their head to head, I think Parker is going to be dominant. And that might just be because I'm biased, but I'm just
Um,
going to toss it out
yeah,
there. We'll see what happens. Um, yeah, no, I mean, it's interesting. I'm glad she made it into the finals. I'm sure she was happy to be able to race at the very least, but it sucks that, she's not where we would like her to be when she should be up here, at least top five. But
yeah. I mean, she'll be back there. It does suck that it's every once in a while, but
yeah.
she'll definitely be back. So
Let's jump into the 800 really quick. Really want to just say two things. We have what Juliet Whittaker. Whitaker. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Wait,
Stanford. She was the NCAA champion in the 800, if I'm not mistaken. Her and her teammate were first and second for the eight.
huh?
And taking, huh?
I said, huh?
Oh, you didn't know that? I'm
No,
pretty sure
I
she
did
was.
not. I'm thinking
Hold
about
on.
the freaking girl from LSU. I think her last name's Rose.
Yeah,
Um,
Michaela Rose. She took
yeah.
fourth, but
All right.
I don't think she was all that high up in the rankings. Okay, let's
Hey,
see. Where is Oh my goodness, dude. I hate how hard it is to get to the results. Can I just go to Tiefers? Will Tiefers be faster? I bet you Tiefers will be faster.
I don't know. I wish I could help, but
No, you're fine. I got it. This was so much faster.
the
Okay, we
dog's going
got.
crazy. Whatever.
Wait, why can't I click it? I found it. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say I found it, but it won't let me click it. Women's 800, Juliette Whittaker, first place, Stanford, in a time of 1:59 with her teammate Rawson Willis. I probably just butchered that. I
Yeah,
apologize.
you did probably just butcher that. It's all good though. It's close.
Yeah. She's also from Stanford, running two flat. And then Michaela Rose took fourth from LSU. You had, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this, Oklahoma State in third, and then Michaela Rose fourth in 201.
That's
So not
tough.
too surprising. I think the biggest upset here, and first of all, I will say that I really didn't put too much thought into the 800 besides Sage Hurtaklecker. I wanted her to make it in. Big fan of OAC and her and Joe, obviously. So it was kind of heartbreaking that she took fifth. Um, it sucks too because she has the Olympic standard, but it is what it is. You can't really, you can't get everybody into the Olympics, unfortunately. I think the biggest storyline undoubtedly is a thing Mo falling and running 219, not making it in.
Yeah.
That's really, really tough. And I didn't even get to see the video. I woke up this morning and saw Sage posted like a repost on her Instagram story talking about like how she had to jump over or like she ended up running in the inside of the track for a minute because she had to get out of the way. Are you good? What are you playing with on your wrist?
I'm playing with a bracelet. It doesn't matter though. Yeah, I woke up. I didn't watch it, but I saw it was like a dramatic 800, and I just see her fall. I was like, oof,
Yeah,
that's not good. And the
which
announcers
sucks.
are just constantly talking about like make up ground. I'm like, that's quite a bit of ground to make up. Like I don't, I like to have faith in her, but like I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean 219. I mean she ran one flat. I think she fell what 300 in. I think it was on the second stretch. So like between 2 300 in. I haven't watched it unfortunately, but yeah, I mean it's just tough because she was obviously dominant in the 800. I think she had like a winning streak that stretched a good while and then gets injured. This is her first race back of the season if I'm not mistaken. And, I mean, that's just tough, man.
Yeah,
You want to see the best of the best duke it out, but unfortunately, that's just not always what's going to happen. So you got to feel for a thing, but I don't
I
know. Maybe
mean,
she
yeah,
races.
it
I have
happens.
no idea. I have
It
no idea what
happens.
you can even say. Yeah, it's
I mean,
just
it's just
it happens.
unfortunate. You'd
Yeah,
like to see everyone at their best, but in, like a clean race,
seriously,
but um,
absolutely, without a doubt.
sometimes it just doesn't happen. That's the way it goes.
Unfortunately, it's not the 10K where you can fall, get back up, and still catch back up because you have
Yeah.
20 more laps to go. But yeah, okay. Do you have anything else you want to highlight before we jump into predictions for next weekend or
Yeah, I
this weekend?
wanted, I forget his name. I wish I could pull it up, but I think he's a 29-year-old who like quit his job. He's not like sponsored by anyone. I don't know if you've seen anything about that guy.
Yeah, the 1500 guy, but I didn't think he quit a job. I thought he was still full time, but well, he was unsponsored.
I think he quit his job. I think he quit his job. And I think he like lives with his parents, and he
Dude,
like just
I know who
finished.
you're talking about, but
Yeah,
hold on. I
yeah.
believe I don't have my phone on me, so I can't look it up. but I believe if I go to Instagram, I go to search, we jump into Sidious Mag because they post everything.
They do.
I should be able to find him because he like I don't want to say it this way, but like he has a distinct look to him where like I can pull him out of any of these posts if I see
He,
a
he's kind
picture
of
of
built
him.
like a tank, to be honest.
He
Like
is. I'm not gonna lie, he
he's a
definitely
stocky
is.
dude. I believe
Let's
he's
see if
also entered in the 800 though,
really
which his personal best is only. You know, it's a 145, so I mean it's good, but it's like
not Olympic uh qualification good, I don't imagine.
probably not. Probably, but you know, it's still like it's
There he
kind of
is.
impressive.
Eric Holt.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Okay, so he runs for Empire Track Club. Um, Unsponsored track athlete, trains in NY, supported by his club, which is a non-profit. I have to pay for everything. Worked at a job in a psychiatric center before leaving to dedicate himself to making the past few world/Olympic teams. I live with his parents, supportive girlfriend, betting on himself. So yeah, I guess he did leave his job. Um,
Pretty crazy.
let's find out how he did, shall we? Oh, well, he didn't make the finals. So I guess we have to go back. Did they race Sunday?
For
No, they raced Saturday. They
uh,
raced Friday, Saturday, and then Monday. So Saturday men's 1500 meter semis. Eric Holt. Eric Holt. Here he is, 21st. That's tough.
I mean, it's
Um,
I mean, it'd still be really sick to even be there. You know.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, can we find best ranking? Here we go. Oh no, that's not what I want. Personal bests. 1500 meter personal best at 3:34. So he would have had to run 3 seconds faster to qualify for the Olympics, which,
Which is quite a bit for 1500.
yeah, that is tough. I mean, again, he's on the bubble too, where like the next time the Olympics rolls around, he'll be 33 trying to race in the 1500. That's
Yeah,
probably not so realistic.
that's another 4 years of doing what he's doing. You know.
Yeah, which I don't know how you even support that. I mean, it's awesome to see, like, you want to see these personalities in the sport. Like, you want to see people chasing their dreams, doing their thing, and you want to see people being successful. Like, he's an
Mhm.
unsponsored athlete, quit his job, dedicating himself to the sport. Like, you love to see that. Like, that's something I would love to do, but, sometimes it just doesn't work out. And unfortunately, he doesn't make the Olympic team here. He still has a chance in the 800. I don't know that a 145, unless it's a tactical 145,
Yeah,
it's
I
going to
mean,
be hard.
you
It's
do
going to be
never
hard.
know. You do
Yeah.
never know. But I think regardless, it's still a sick story. To
Awesome
even be in
story.
the
Absolutely.
trials, it'd be sick.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Um, yeah. Anything else before we jump into next week? This weekend?
Nah, nah. Let's run it.
Let's run through I think there's really only two things that I really want to focus on, if I'm going to be honest with you. We already covered one of them, but we'll go through the second one first. The men's 5K on Thursday, meaning this will have already happened when this video comes out. Unfortunately, we're filming early. Like I said, it's Tuesday, so we won't know the results. You gotta think, you gotta think this is Cooper Tears, like holy grail right here. This is him. You gotta think. He doesn't make the 1500. We both agree that realistically, he might be a better 5K runner than a 1500 meter
Yeah,
runner.
yeah,
He
for sure.
might be gassed from the 15 last weekend, but I still think that he can qualify for the 5K, and you gotta think he's going to be entered in there. Thoughts?
Yeah, no, I really hope, dude. I really hope. I think his season has definitely kind of been up and down, you know. Um, I really hope. I really hope for his sake, you know, that he makes it through the 5K. I don't know. It's hard telling, bro. It's hard telling. I feel like the 5K is not like wide open, but like I feel like it's and like you said, we don't have the start list, but
That's the
no,
biggest problem. It's literally like I don't know who we're even looking at as his competition. Because yeah, there's some amazing 5K runners, like even Woody Kincaid, Grant Fisher, Nico Young, all amazing 5K runners. You have
yeah,
Parker Wolf, NCAA champ, amazing 5K runner. But I don't know who he's racing against. Like I need a start list. And unfortunately, we just don't have one. So that's tough, but yeah, I mean, I think this is probably his. I honestly thought from the beginning this would be a better chance for him to make the team is through the 5K. And I think, there's a good
I
chance
mean,
he probably thought he would
the
be able to.
funny thing is though, going into the trials, he did
He
have
had the
the
fastest time.
he had the best time for
Yeah.
1500. I think it was 3:32. Um, but yeah, I mean, I do think he's just better geared towards the 5K. I think this is his redemption 5K, so I think he's
Yeah.
got to get it done. Um, I hope he gets it done. I think he'd put up a good fight in the Olympics. I also thought with the 1500, Cole Hocker was the only guy who made it to the Olympics. Out of the entire final, he was the only guy who's ever been to the Olympics. Um, so I really hope Cooper Tier makes it to the Olympics just for his
Yeah,
sake. And I
definitely.
don't know. Hopefully, if he makes it in the 5K, he'll be more of a 5K. And obviously, these guys can fluctuate distances. But I don't know, bro. I think that needs to be his focus, though.
I think he needs to take his first round because it should just be 2 rounds if I'm not mistaken. First round and then finals. I think he needs to take this first round not conservatively, but like if you can make it a tactical race, you need to. Like I don't think you go out and expend more energy than you need to. You've already ran an entire 1500 race, three 1500 races, and obviously you're getting 3 days of rest. You have Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh no, he only has Tuesday and Wednesday. This is a Thursday race.
Yeah,
You have 2 days of rest. You have to just go into this and make it a tactical race. If he can squeak through to the finals, which I'm praying are Sunday, and they are. Finals are Sunday. If he can squeak through, make the finals, he's got another 2 days to rest, and then he's got to go after it. Like I think that's his best chance. But again, it's not going to be easy. It is definitely going to be difficult, but I believe in him. I think he can do it. We
yeah.
also have the no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, in the prelims, I feel like for the most part, it is always super tactical, where they like don't run even like close to what they're capable of. So I do
Yeah.
think he'll be. I just think he needs to make it through because sometimes these guys make it tactical, and then they can't compete with some of these guys' kicks. So
Yeah.
he just needs to be careful.
He's got a good kick. I don't think you have to worry too much about that. I just think he needs to get in. He needs to get in.
Yeah, yeah, for
We also
sure.
have the women's 3K steeple final. We had that girl Gabby Jennings pull in on
That girl.
Monday with what?
I said, no, I just thought it was funny that you're like that girl, Gabby
That girl.
Jennings.
I'm a big Gabby Jennings fan. I've been following her for a while now, and you'll love to see it. Adidas athlete, team boss. She's pretty freaking good, man. 9:23. I could not imagine running 9:23 in a steeple, so you got to tip that. It's got the Olympic standard. Also, you have Alio with fifth place finish, running 9:29, which is also very impressive. They'll be
Yeah,
going down after it on what is that? Thursday in the final, which is going to be really exciting to see. Hoping that girl Gabby makes it in. Very, very exciting stuff over there on the steeplechase final. And then, like I said, I really, really, really want to see, what is it, Saturday? Saturday women's 10K final. Parker, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Are we running this? Are we making the finals? That's the thing too, is I wish that I had the meet record is 31:03 by Emily Sisson in 2021. Parker ran sub 30 or sub 31. Apologies, sub
yeah,
31.
yeah.
So it's like you gotta think that the Olympic standard is 30:40 and Parker. Oh, sorry, she didn't run sub 31. I apologize. She ran 31:46.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. Regardless, you gotta think that. I mean, to be fair though, she would have to run a minute faster to get the Olympic standard because there's no way she has the world ranking points, right?
I don't. I mean, I'm not too sure, but like, I want to say no. Just based off some of the other races, I don't think. I mean, a full minute. I mean, I know it's a 10K, but it's like that's a big chunk, you know. And what are the other pros in the race? What are their times looking
I
like?
I don't know because there's no start list and I don't have anything. I have no results for anyone. That's what kills me is I can't see anything. Like I don't know. It kills me. I just want to know who's racing so then I can see results. Because again, like what is the US lead in the 10K right now? Like who's ran the fastest women's 10K? I don't know. Probably Alicia Monsoon.
Friday.
Is Alicia even running? I don't think she is.
I'm
Uh,
not sure, but I don't know.
so-
I all I know is that she can't do what she did in the 5K and just lead the entire race.
okay, let me go
Like
to Alicia's.
she needs to just settle in behind a pro. She can't do all the work.
I agree.
Like
No,
I
I
hope she learns
really
her
do.
lesson.
I agree. Okay, so Alicia ran on. Wait. This is all 2023. Is she injured right now? Is she even racing? Oh no. Oh no. She might not
I
even be racing. Okay, well, I don't know if that's really not a good thing, to be honest with you, because I think Alicia is our best 10K runner, at least one of the best, like top two, for the women's 10K. So it's like that's not great if she's not racing. The last race I can find was Milrose in 2020, February. Sorry.
yeah, it's not great.
No, I literally world rankings is terrible. I would just want to see season's best. Okay, let's see the last time. Yeah, all of our season bests are from Milrose. Results. Milrose. Yeah, the last thing I can get is Milrose. Milrose. Sorry. Um, she did run the 10K, didn't finish, and that was March. So yeah, I'm assuming she's injured. She's probably not racing. That
Yeah, it's not a
sucks.
it's not a great sign.
No,
Um,
it's really not. That does
but
suck.
opens up another spot for someone,
Yeah.
because she probably would have just been a lock. I know there's no such thing as a lock, but
No,
she
but
probably would have been a lock.
probably. Well, that sucks. Hopefully we'll get to see Parker in the 10K. I'm really fingers crossed, hoping for that. And we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, do you have anything else you want to wrap up with this episode? I know we've probably gone a little too long. I know you got to get out of here in a little bit, so
I mean, did they didn't have the 800 start list, did they?
probably not. I can go through. Do you know what day it is? For
Um,
men's? No.
yeah.
There
Okay. That's
there's no start list for what is this? The women's 1500 has a start list. What? Why is he women's 15, but nothing else?
a
Literally
great
nothing
point.
else has a start list but the women's 1500. The women's 3K steeple doesn't even have a start list, and it's the final. Like you already know the start list. Why isn't there a
Like just
this
put it
is so
there.
messed up. Yeah, I don't
I
know
mean,
why
oh
there is.
well. I mean, I'm excited that I can just watch some of it. I know I don't know. I like watching the 800 a lot, so I'm excited for that. I'm hoping that boy from Virginia, what's his name, Shane Cohen, the guy who was D2 and then
Yeah.
transferred D1. I'm hoping that he makes some waves. And also that boy Air Colt. I feel for
Yeah.
him. So, oh, and my watch band is coming off.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll
I was
send
messing with it, bro.
I'm gonna, did you snap it?
I think I might have, bro. I was messing with it, and then that happened. Oh well.
You gotta stop
I
messing
need to
with your
order a
stuff.
new one, bro.
Nah, just wait. Order a new one for the one that I'm gonna send you. I'll send it down with Tay in August, and you can just pick it up from Tay or Justin, whoever you want,
Yeah,
and you can have my old watch, which is
from
somehow
LU,
better than you. From
bro.
LU.
I don't know if you heard, but they cut like 10% of their staff.
Not that surprised.
They cut 10% of their staff, and they also I think they upped the like temperature in like all their buildings to save money.
They're so broke, dude. They're disgustingly broke.
I know. Hopefully,
It's
they'll
not great.
recover financially. No, it's not great, but they shouldn't have won D1, you know?
No, they knew better. I don't. They're dumb. All right. Well, anyways, that's pretty much it from me and Johnny this week. Before we start ranting about anything else, I know we said we were gonna have a guest this week. Didn't happen,
We
unfortunately.
lost.
Uh, okay. To be fair, Anders is in Croatia right now, but we're gonna get him on next week for.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if maybe we'll do him the week after, actually, if depending on how the rest of the final or the Olympics go, or trials go, because like we'll definitely recap the second week of the Olympic trials next week. So it's like,
Yeah.
do we want to have Anders on and have like him just recapping it with us, or do we want to have like a whole episode just dedicated to talking to him? So it's
Sure.
like
We'll have to
maybe,
figure something out.
yeah, we'll have to talk about it, figure it out. But yeah, that's pretty much all from us this week. We hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, little things. See you guys next time. Johnny, anything to add?
Well, I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Peace out.